someone has a filter on their phone, they think, oh, must be I could talk slander now, Lashon Hara on my phone, must be now I could waste time on my phone because it's filtered. No. You could still do a lot of usher things on your phone even if it's filtered. Lashon Hara is major. So, and what if your phone's filtered? So if you're outside on the train and you're outside walking, you could stare at whatever you want because there's no filter. No. The filter needs to be in your brain. The filter needs to be in your brain. Now, if someone feels that they want to have an additional filter, they can do whatever they want. They just remember the filter needs to be in your brain. Something else I remember from yeshiva is that, counter to popular belief, as I was taught in yeshivish Lakewood, you're allowed to look, you just can't stare. What does that mean? That means if you're walking outside and people aren't dressed properly, do you have to not see anything and bump into walls? Of course not. You could look. You'll see things that aren't proper. But you're going to look away. You're not going to take a second stare. And you're not trying to look. You're not looking at a woman for beauty. You're just being normal and walking. Well, that's the context of, in general, people should look to do. Be normal. Don't do things wrong, but don't try to be extreme in some way. Now, the question is, what's considered extreme? Maybe normal is really bad. That's all depending on the context. But in our context, that would be extreme. To cover your eyes outside, you don't need to do that. Just don't stare. Don't take a second look, which takes self-control. And we're going to talk about self-control in a different video. So regarding listening to women sing, could you listen to a woman sing? Well, if it's helping you serve God and it's not bringing you bad thoughts because you remove that conditioning, amazing. Enjoy. If this woman singing is going to cause you to think bad thoughts, think about women, well, that's what the rabbis were talking about when they said that's not allowed. But when they said it's not allowed, it was under specific conditions that would lead potentially towards something that's improper. But these days with streaming, for sure, listening to music, you don't know her name. Even if you do know her name, you don't know where she lives. You don't know how she looks. You don't care how she looks. It's not relevant. We're able to remove music from being personal to what used to be pretty personal. And so you can actually, there's a lot of non-Jewish music that are women singing that could actually be very uplifting to listen to.